Live and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D-Real coming at you with another Be Real with D-Real, where edutainment is what I do. Um, I'm feeling my latchkey roots today. So I'm going to talk about a character that I hung out with as a child, as a teenager. It is ironic that I hung out with this character as a teenager, since the group of beings he is most accurately, popularly, and prominently associated with have the word teenage in their name. And I didn't do that on purpose. Of course, it is an action figurine, so it's going to be a really cool looking action figure. And it's an action figure of Shredder. And it ain't just any Shredder, it's Ultimate Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze. I'm sorry, y'all. It was between this one and the one from the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. And this one just jumped out at me because it was purple. Because it was purple. And Shredder is most popularly purple. But we're gonna look at this very sweet looking action figure and accessories that come with it. NECA, by the way. NECA puts it down. Marvel Legends is great, but NECA puts it down too. I cannot hate on them as an action figure creator. But before we unbox and do what we do, as if we needed to, we're going to talk about Shredder. We're going to get a little brief history of the Shredder, and then we're going to get into this here action figure. But before we do all of that, I need y'all to do what you always do for your mans in there. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the Be Real with D-Real page so that when new material comes out, you get it. If you're digging what a brother's shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. It's Jeezy right here. All right. Let's get into it with some pictorials and me jabbering. The being who eventually became known as the Shredder made his debut in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1 from Mirage Studios, all the way back in 1984. I was a teenager. Okay. Shredder is the arch enemy of the Turtles and always has been in most iterations, no matter whether it's cartoon, no matter if it's comic, no matter if it's cinematic, no matter if it's action figures. Shredder is always the primary antagonist of the Turtles. Now, Oroku Saki is the name, the birth name, the government name of the Shredder. And he was the leader of an organization, which we all know, if we watch the cartoons or anything about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, we know he's the leader of the Foot Clan. And his outfit, no matter what the different iterations are, it always has Tekokagi on them. Tekokagi is a fancy name for hand blades. Those are blades that ninja use to climb and scale things, but his, as you can see, are kind of modified to mess somebody up real bad. It look like touching Master Splinter. I call him Master Splinter. Touching Master Shredder could be incredibly hazardous to him. Now, here's the thing. Oroku Saki was the brother. He had a brother. Yeah, he had a brother named Oroku Nagi in the comic book. This is how it went down. For y'all start telling me about, well, in the movie, blah, 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 blah. Source material, kids. Source material. We're going to rock with the source material mostly for this. Okay. Oroku Saki was the younger brother of Oroku Nagi. Oroku Nagi had been killed by Hamato Yoshi. Hamato Yoshi was a ninja who owned a rat named Splinter. And the fight with Oroku Nagi was over a woman. Yeah, ain't we always beefing over women? And again, it resulted in Hamato Yoshi killing Oroku Saki's brother. So because of that, Oroku decided he was going to join the Foot Clan, trained to become a ninja, became the deadliest warrior in the Foot Clan, rose through the ranks and became leader, and said, we branching out, y'all. We going to Merc, and we're going to make us some money, but I got some shit I got to do first. And the Shredder goes and he kills Hamato Yoshi. And 13 years later, my man is challenged by some turtles and their master, who he later finds out is a mutation of the rats who was owned by Hamato Yoshi. So he makes it his business to kill that rat and his little turtle acolytes. Few battles ensue, and eventually Leonardo has a battle with him and ends up plunging his sword through his torso. Well, not one-on-one. They do have a one-on-one battle eventually, but this is with the turtles, and I guess, they dumbed that down in the movie because we can't take kids to see a movie where a guy's getting stabbed through his torso. The ninjas offered him the opportunity to commit seppuku, which is ritual suicide in Japanese culture, but he refused and tried to blow him up with a thermite grenade. Donatello knocked him and the grenade off the roof with his bow staff, and supposedly that was the end of Shredder. Supposedly, like I said. But as we know, Shredder goes on to appear in the past, present, and future of the Turtles in different iterations. But he is always Oroku Saki. He is always the Shredder. This is the Shredder we are most familiar with seeing because he was the first animated version of the Shredder off of the Teenage Mutant television series, the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He was in Half Shell, Turtle Power. Yeah, that's the villain we would always see. And he went from being like a formidable opponent to just kind of being this 80s villain. And I define 80s villains as villains who come up with amazing plots to get over on their antagonists, and it somehow ends up getting messed up. Shredder falls into that category with Skeletor, Mum-Ra, Megatron, Cobra Commander, those kind of bad guys from the 80s. It always had a bomb-ass plot, but something happened and it just didn't 100% quite work out. But that was the Shredder that we were always used to seeing. That is a more gruesome and dark comic book version of the Shredder, which I believe is courtesy of the IDW publishing version. And that looks a little sinister and a little darker because he just does. He looks badass in that picture. And that's how Shredder should have looked when he was on TV back in the day. But, we kind of, like I said, turned him into an 80s villain. This is the cinematic version of the Shredder in the most recent movie, I think came out in 2014, 2016, something like that. But this was the version of Shredder that we got, this Silver Samurai, pseudo Iron Man looking Shredder. And I'm like, well, damn, who he wouldn't beat up? You know, I'm sure that I could take some turtles in that too. Goodness gracious. I'm like, my goodness. Um, but yeah, this is probably the one that a lot of people are familiar with. This is the cinematic version of Shredder, played by James Saito. And he was a pretty nasty, gruesome Shredder, and he beat the dog crap out of the turtles. And I personally thoroughly enjoyed that. And that version, different color of bleak, is the version that this figure you're going to see is based upon. So here we are, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimate Shredder. Let's pop this sucker open and through the magic of videos, get to it a lot faster than we would if we just sat around tearing this box open. Yay, technology! NECA, as always, gives you a beautiful figure. Look at that cape first. Check out that cape, bro. That is cloth, by the way. That is cloth. That is a cloth cape. That's not a paper cape. So NECA winning already with that. I'm like, dang, that's nice. That's really, really nice. So y'all, as you can see, he's got his, you know, he's got a range of motion there. Look at that. Look at that. A lot of articulation in this figure. A lot of articulation in that figure. That head even turns a bit. But I mean, you know, let's be honest. How much range of motion you gonna have in something like that? But anywho, yeah. Oh, ow. Those kind of kind of sting a little bit. All right, Shredder, I see you actually being a for real Shredder. Again, Shredder kicks. Shredder bends. Shredder got knees. Shredder got he can slap you across the side of your face with them blades and kick you. So I mean, yeah, we got a lot of attack angles. And then the thing I like about this right here, you can pull that mask off, and Shredder's face is all effed up. Why is Shredder's face messed up? Because for you fans of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, if you remember the epic conclusion of the 1990 Ninja Turtles movie, my man got dropped in a trash compactor. So yeah, he's a little messed up. But I like, that you got that detail and you're able to see that angry face. But Shredder wouldn't be Shredder without that mask on his grill, making him look ready to shred some shit. Mask back on. Oroku Saki, ready to hurt some people. What kind of accessories does Oroku Saki got? Let's take a look-see. A Naginata. A very nice size Naginata, too. Not quite a katana, but yeah, a ninja sword, because Oroku Saki's a ninja. As well as a scabbard that it fits in handily. There is also that cinematic ooze. It's got a canister of the ooze. That is what he will make you a bebop and a rock steady with. At least that's what he was supposed to do in the movie, and he made some weird stuff. And then a smaller canister where you could just remember when he took it and became Super Shredder? Yeah. Of course, we know these hands pop off because he's gonna need some hands to handle his 99 time. Right? Right. So we put the grip hands on. See, so they got the little hull right there. That's grip 1. Then we put the other one on. That's grip 2. That will enable him to hold his naginata. Boom. Killing him with the naginata. Yeah, that looks good on Shredder. That's a good look on him. That's a real good look on him. What do y'all think? You had better like it or Shredder will kill you. And then other than that, you know what I mean? We got the sword, which I bet a bunch of y'all want to see his sword arm. Okay. Orokusaki Mitt Blade. Nice looking, very detailed. Look at the shine on that outfit. I mean, I like that. That's a dope Shredder outfit. I'm thoroughly satisfied with that. Shredder got hands. Literally, Shredder got hands. And that's the last probably item we're gonna look at here. This action figure is running kind of long. There you go. Master Shredder with hands. Nice looking hands, too. Very detailed. Very detailed. Look at the detail on that hand, bro. You see that? That's a mighty fine looking hand. I might be being petty about this, but I mean, look at that. I mean, look, that's, man, look at the detail on that hand. You know what I'm saying? That's a real hand, almost. Well, it looks real. But and also too, when you take the hands off, you pop Shredder's blades off. Those come off too. So boom, there you go. -1. And in a nutshell, y'all, that is one Orokusaki, aka the Shredder. Courtesy of NECA. That's it, y'all. What'd you think about the Ultimate Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze? Drop it in the comments. And as always, I'll be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until I do, y'all keep action figuring things out. Be good. Be good to each other.